Hi everyone, welcome back to the Life Leadership and Entrepreneurship Program. Today onwards, we are quite glad to say that we're going to send and upload the modules of many different wanted subjects, and we're going to start off with the modules of the life and the income quadrants. The reason why we're going to launch this up, because there are many questions recently been asked. It's not upload the modules of many different wanted subjects, and we're going to start off with the modules of the life and the income quadrants. The reason why we're going to launch this up, because there are many questions recently been asked. It's not one, not two, many. The question was, why I'm working so hard but I cannot become successful? So this program is all to educate you to understand if you're sitting in the wrong place and working so hard, your income or your life will never going to progress. So I repeat that again. If you're working so hard but you're sitting in the wrong quadrant, you're probably going to see yourself not progressing in your life or your career. So today we're going to cover a bit about the introduction of the life and the income quadrant. Just to keep an idea, this income quadrant is actually not my own theory. It's something that you can read in Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. The author of the book is Robert T. Kiyosaki. I think all of you are very familiar with him. So when you read this book, right, you'll understand there are 4 categories of income that you can look into. The first quadrant, you'll see employment. The second quadrant is you will see self-employed quadrant. The third one will be business quadrant. And the fourth one will be investment quadrant. If you see the general population, 80% to 90% of the population sits at employment quadrant and self-employment quadrant. So today, I won't give you the full brief, but let me tell you how this 4 quadrant generally works that creates a lot of trouble to many people. Now, if you're sitting in an employment quadrant, do know that employment quadrant means you're working for someone and you're getting a monthly pay, and most of the time what we do, we only pay the bills. So you can ask this question to yourself and see. Every month when you take your salary, the first thing you do is to pay your bills, correct? Yeah, mostly it's correct, right? The first week you pay the bills. Second week you have a good time with your family. Third week you're okay with your family and your friends. But the fourth week generally we have lack of finance or lack of money in the bank because we already used it. So we're going to rework again one more time next month, regain back the money, and then do the same thing for the next 10, 15, 20 years. And we will never become rich. We just enough for living and we cannot become rich. So that's the employment category. And a lot of people love the employment category because they think it is safe and stable. Honestly, I don't think so stable, because someone can still fire you if you sit in employment quadrant. Now, if let's say we go into self-employed quadrant, then eventually you are a boss and you are the employee. There's nobody working for you and nobody going to be reporting to you. You're the only boss. The only challenge on self-employed, you require to put effort and time to generate that kind of income. So if you're thinking working for people is bad, but you're coming to self-employed just with the intention to have more time, then you're probably making a big mistake. Because at this quadrant, you require to put efforts and time in to see that much of money you're coming in. My advice to people under self-employed, do remember that's a self-trap if you don't know how to move yourself to the business quadrant. Now, when it comes to the business quadrant, it's very unique. This quadrant is more about leveraging yourself to different people, and you can free yourself time, and you can go for more holidays, and you can have more time with your family and your loved ones. So what is business quadrant? Business quadrant means you have people working for you, and now you're free from many workloads. Generally, a lot of people in the business makes huge amount of money. So when it comes to this side of business, eventually what happened, it depends on how many people you're managing and leading or coaching. The more people you're leading, the more money you probably can see, and you probably can have more money in your hand. The challenges on business quadrant is normally how you manage your finance and how you start to save the money and start to invest. And that is why if you're in a business, you make money, don't put everything in saving. You need to start doing a proper budgeting and slowly invest and go into the investment quadrant. So when you come to investment quadrant, this is where you generally have an attitude that money works for money. You can be 24 hours not working, but the money coming to you. It can be property investment, it can be stocks, it can be trading, it can be anything that you want to invest on. If you just stay in a business too long, sometimes you're going to come back to business and you're going to be active. But if you start to build 7 to 9 sources of income on a different investment portfolio, then eventually you become financially sound, financially independent, and financially productive. Now, the challenges now is that how to move all these quadrants up. So I'll be running a modules by modules from today onwards, and you can see the YouTube moving forward that we're going to educate you guys for free how yourself can progress in your life by knowing the strategy, moving the quadrants. So I hope to see you guys again, and keep waiting for the next audios. Once you listen to this the YouTube, please drop your comments. You can also put some questions below so that we can answer your questions, and we also can create a YouTube based on what you need. This program is 100% to help every and each of you in this YouTube to have a better career, to have a better life, and most importantly, you definitely can have a happy life with your family. Because remember, the more time you have with your family, the better happiness you create. I hope it makes sense, and I hope to see you guys soon. Wish everybody all the best, and happy 2018. Let's end up the 2018 with a big success. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.